The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The NTC has ordered telcos to deactivate clickable links in scam text messages. Let's discuss this some more with Manila Bulletin Tech Editor Art Samaniego, who joins us now via Zoom. Good afternoon, Art. First off, can telcos actually do this? Do they have the capability to do this? And how exactly would this work?
Well, these are just the links that they're going to block. They're not going to take down any site. In fact, they have been doing this for a long time now. In 2021, for example, they have blocked more than 5,000 sites to protect kids online. And in October 2022, PLDT also blocked around 80,000 sites. So in terms of capability, they can do it because they have the equipment and they have the budget to do it.
Okay, let's talk about how effective this would be. If they just keep blocking sites, won't the rationale behind that be that there would be just more sites that would pop up, and therefore this would go around in some sort of vicious cycle?
Well, blocking does not solve the problem because when you block a site, the content will still be in the internet. So hindi siya mawawala.
Okay, what about the possibility that some of these text messages, these links within the text messages, are actually legitimate links or legitimate offers? Does anyone actually bother checking for, or vetting for validity or legitimacy?
So, well, the CICC, the Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center of the DICT, have checked the links in these spam text messages. And most of these sites that being offered to you for you to click are gambling sites. Some are scam sites. So as long as the link is coming from the text message, consider it as a scam. In fact, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas already warned banks and financial institutions not to put links in messages and in emails. So pag merong link, automatic na yan, consider it as a spam. So it's okay for that messages to be blocked.
All right, and what else can the NTC do to help address these smishing scams? So it seems right now, Art, that the onus has been passed on to the telcos to prevent the spread of these messages. But as the regulators, what can the National Telecommunications Commission do, or even the national government do to help address this? Maybe the DICT?
Well, for one, the DICT is doing its part to stop these scam text messages. Also, the telcos have the capability to stop these text messages, spam text messages, because they have the equipment. For example, Globe invested $2.7 million of equipment and solutions for their content filtering system. So kaya nila. And in fact, PLDT also did it. They have 2 billion peso worth of cybersecurity operation center to combat this kind of problems. So sa telco, sa part ng telco, I think they're doing their part now, and also the ICT with the CICC, they're doing their part now to stop this spread of this problem.
All right. Actually, recently, Art, the issue is that scam texts are becoming more personalized. They're more sophisticated now, and a lot more people fall prey. Even if, you look at an email or a text message, sometimes the diction, the way it is written, or the graphics are really, really good. How do we personally, take it upon ourselves to avoid falling victim to these scam messages?
As long as the link or the message has a link wherein it would ask you to click, do not click, it's a scam.
Okay.
So ganun simply, do not click the links that are being sent to you.
Alright, so basta yung link, mukhang maraming symbols, maraming numbers, wag na lang i-click. Pero Art, yung SIM card registration law, how much would this help once, let's say, we do have a law that encourages registrations to get a SIM card? Would this actually play a big part in curbing these scams?
The problem now is that if law enforcement agencies will go after the one who sent you the text message, they will encounter a dead end because that SIM card is prepaid. So wala na silang pupuntahan because that's prepaid. If there's a SIM card registration law wherein those SIM cards should be registered tapos meron talagang tao na may-ari nun. So I think it would be easier for our law enforcement agencies to act. So they will not be meeting dead end after dead end if they will run after these scammers. Pero ngayon, wala tayong magagawa because it's prepaid and it's just 30 pesos to buy a prepaid SIM card.
All right, appreciate the time.
Although
Yes.
SIM card registration won't solve the scamming and the spamming problem. Pero it would help.
All right, on that note, thank you so much for sharing with us your insights and your time. Manila Bulletin Technology Editor Art Samaniego. Thank you, sir. In other news, the Senate Minority Bloc has released a separate report on the sugar importation fiasco. According to the Senate minority, Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez cannot be considered blameless over the importation mess. Rodriguez earlier admitted to receiving a draft copy of the unauthorized import order, though he did not act on it. In its report, the minority bloc also stated that the recommendation to file administrative and criminal charges against sugar officials lacked legal basis. Minority senators believe that the officials' move to sign off on 300,000 metric tons of sugar imports was done in good faith. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. A section of Meralco Avenue in Pasig City will be closed off to motorists starting October 3 for the construction of the Metro Manila subway. The DOTR says they will fence off a 250-meter section of the road for the Ortigas and Shaw Boulevard stations. Construction could take up to 5 years. The agency said the affected establishments will be notified and compensated accordingly. 26 billion pesos from the proposed 2023 national budget has been allotted for the Metro Manila subway project.
Isasarado, magkakaroon ng fencing. Second, i-demolish yung mga buildings na naroon, including a commercial building, a gasoline station. Third, magsisimula na rin ang relocation ng utilities, power, water in that area.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. President Bongbong Marcos is celebrating his 65th birthday today by leading a nationwide tree planting initiative in Rizal. Aside from this, the president is set to attend other activities, including a gift-giving program at an orphanage in San Juan City. Over 370 persons deprived of liberty have been released from the New Bilibid prison and other penitentiaries today. The Bureau of Corrections says the prisoners were released on the basis of good conduct. 300 more inmates are also being recommended for executive clemency. And in the weather, Typhoon Inday has left the Philippine area of responsibility earlier today. However, Pag-asa has its eyes on another tropical depression, which could enter the Philippine area of responsibility on Thursday afternoon. Once it does, it will be called Josie. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.